Morning, guys, or afternoon, depending on what class you are. Welcome to math class. Today we are in 6.7. We are looking at some more division. I did give you a day off for that yesterday with conversions, but we are right back in it, and I want you really practicing these skills because it's really going to set you up for a lot of success in 5th and 6th grade and far beyond. So today we're going to get right into it. I'm going to ask you a couple questions, and then I'm going to have you working in small groups with me later on in the class period. So let's start out with our math message today. And here it is. Lillian, I'm so used to Liliana. You almost made it, Lily. Lillian needs to buy 112 bottles of water for the school party. The bottles come in packets of 4. How many packs should she buy? So today, if you don't have a whiteboard near you that you can grab real quick, just pause the video and get yourself a whiteboard so you can actually do the work today. The very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write out what I need to do. And I'm looking at 112 divided by 4. Okay? And I can write it that way. If you want to write your number model a different way, maybe you wrote 112 divided by 4 equals water. Okay. Or you had a slash there, that's fine. Any of those will work. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to solve this problem. And on your whiteboard, if you haven't already set up your little dividing house, okay, go ahead and do that. And I will set up mine. Okay, so some of you had a little extra practice with this in Roar, so hopefully you're going to be able to go through this pretty quickly. But let's look at 112 divided by 4. When I look at my first number, I see that I actually can't divide 1 by 4. I'm not going to get a whole number, and that's what I'm really looking for. So I'm going to go the whole way over to 11. Now, 4 can go into 11. It can go in 2 whole times. So notice I put my 2 above my 11 right where I am. I'm not way over here in the hundreds place. I've now gone to the tens place. Because 4 is not going to go into 100 hundreds of times. It's going to go in tens of times, and that's the purpose of that. So I'm going to multiply back in. Remember, we divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, repeat, or remainder. So I did that. I'm going to multiply back in. 2 times 4 is 8. Now I'm going to subtract. 11 minus 8 is 3. I bring down my 2. Now, I am not finished there. Even though I'm R, that's not a good remainder because I know 4 can go into 32 a couple of times. So I'm going to divide again. So that means I'm going to repeat. Whoop. Divide. 32 divided by 4 is 8. Check. 8 times 4 happens to be 32 this time. Subtract. 0. I have nothing left to bring down. So then now I have my remainder, which is 0. Okay. So my answer's on top of the house. And I know that Lillian needs 28 packs of water. Let's try another one. Okay, so question number 2. Corey bought 162 stickers to put into gift bags. He wants each bag to contain 6 stickers. How many gift bags can he make? We're going to make a number model here. 162 divided by 6 equals, I guess it would be bags, right? That's what we're looking for is bags. And I'm going to go ahead and do this math problem, and I want you to make sure that you are doing it on your whiteboard here. So 162 divided by 6. And again, we're looking at 1 divided by 6, which is not going to be a whole number. So we're going to go all the way over to the tens place. I'm going to stay in that tens place up here. 16 divided by 6 is 2. 2 times 6 is 12. It's not perfect, but it doesn't have to be because we have time to subtract and bring down. Now this time we're going to bring down a 2 and we're going to divide again. 42 divided by 6 is 7 and 7 times 6 is 42. When we subtract there, we get 0, so our answer is 27 gift bags. Some of you were sharing with me that you feel kind of comfortable until the numbers get bigger and bigger. So we're going to try one right now. we're going to try 1,925 divided by 7. And the thing is not to get tricked by this, because it's the exact same thing. You divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and repeat until you get a remainder smaller than 7. Okay? So it's just over and over again. If you have to make check marks every time you do something, and then you double those check marks the second round and the third round, do that. That might very well help you in solving these problems. Okay, so we have 1,925 divided by 7. Same thing that's happened all day today so far is we can't do 1 divided by 7 and get a whole number. I'm going to go all the way over to my hundreds place, and I'm going to say 19. Now, 19 divided by 7 we can do. 7 goes into 19, okay, or 19 can divide into 7 2 whole times. Again, remember where I'm keeping my stuff. If I'm looking at the hundreds place, I'm not in the thousands place. 7 will not go in 1,000 times to 1,000, okay? I'll go in hundreds of times. So 2 times 7 is 14. I'm going to subtract, and I'm only going to bring down one number at a time. Some of you want to bring down more than one, and you really don't need to. Just bring down one at a time so you don't get too confused. Now, 52 divided by 7. Knowing our last problem in 42 divided by 7 was 6, and that was really, really nice because they were whole numbers, right? Well, I already know 7 is not going to go into 52 nicely. But knowing my 7s facts, and you can even use the back of your math journal if you're not there yet with your math facts, go use your graph in the back. I'm sorry, your grid, so that you have some resource to help you figure this out. I know my 7s, so I know 7 times 7 is 49, and 49 is as close as I'm going to get without going over. So I'm going to put a 7 up top. When I multiply back in, 7 times 7 is 49. I subtract and I get 3. I bring down my 5. Okay. Now I'm still looking. I still have one remainder, or I still have more than a remainder here. So I'm going to divide again. 35 divided by 7 is 5. 5 times 7 is 35. When I subtract, I get 0. And there's my answer, 275. I am going to work with you in small groups today so that you have the support you need. Some of you will be doing all of the journal pages together. Some of you, we're going to do like 1 or 2, and I'm going to send you off, and then you can come back and check in with me. But we really need to practice. It's not just jot down numbers and hope Mrs. Langford never looks at it. It's what do I need to know to be successful in math? Good luck.